NuubCast.
Greetings, fellow noobs, welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus, and I feel like it's been so long since I've cast, and it's been a week, and that's basically how it goes. I get to cast one day a week, and so I do as many as I can in the time that I have, and then that's what you get for the week. So, and that basically carries over through the weekend. So this will be the first of a few, and hopefully this set will be the warm-up to my IGN Pro League submission for, basically, well, let me introduce these guys real quick. We've got TGF on the run. I don't know what TGF stands for. If it was there was an I in there, obviously it'd be thank God it's Friday on the run, but it's not. His opponent, the Purple Protoss, your friend and mine, the Great One, Inferno. Inferno is a plat/diamond. He's playing random now. He was a diamond Protoss, then it became a diamond Zerg, and now that he is random, I think he is high platinum. He might actually be diamond now. I'm not quite sure how he fared Season 7. But whatever the case may be, these are your players, and we are rocking it this game on Entombed Valley. Inferno doing what has become the standard Protoss opener, Forge Fast Expand, on this map at least in particular. And Zergies are, because of this kind of fast opening for the Protoss and the potential for cannon rushing and cannon blocking the natural, they are often... you're seeing a lot of more Zergs going pool first. Now this is on all levels. You're seeing a lot of pool first builds coming back from Zerg players just so they can have the protection of Lings just for this reason. Just for this very reason. So they can have some Ling protection and not just against the potential cannon rush, but also any kind of proxy zealoting, etc., etc. They can make spines, etc., etc. Why am I saying etc. so much? Who knows? But yeah, about that IGN thing for IPL, I wanted. What am I doing here? I want to submit. I'm going to be doing the Parting versus Lenot game. And I'm going to be doing it today, and these basically next 2-3 game matches are going to be warm-ups for that match. And I just want to get my lips a-moving and my vocal cords a-working and my PvZ a little bit familiar so I can cast that match. Now, I'm going to do it cold. I've not seen it. I didn't see it during the competition, and I haven't seen it since, as we see on the run getting his third base up pretty quickly, and I hear those. And look at this, Inferno going to try and cannon that third as well. What are those Lings chewing on? They must have been chewing on this destructible rocks, and here come those Lings. Going to chew on this pylon instead, but no, they're going to go after the probe. Are they going to get the probe? Probe needs to place the cannon if he's going to be able to stop this third with any... He gets one cannon. I guess he didn't have the money for a second one, but the Lings are going to kill the pylon before the cannon is finished, I believe. So he's probably going to have to cancel that, and he's not even going to cause a cancel on the... is he going to cancel? Oh, yes. Okay. Good job. Nice cancel there, Inferno. Way to pay attention. But the third's going to go up without a hitch here, and there's not going to be much aggression here. There's one Zealot out for Inferno, and it looks like he's chrono boosting a second to go out, and I'm guessing it's going right for the third, or is it going for the natural? Where is he rallying these bad boys? Oh, okay. So it's a second and a third Zealot. So he's going to do some Zealot pressure, probably at the third. You definitely want to... That's the important part of doing a build like this as a Protoss, is you need to be able to pressure that Zerg third so that they are unable to get that ginormous economic advantage that comes from having this many bases up so very quickly. And the Queen is out. There is no injection as of yet. The Queen's going to attack these Zealots. They're chasing down the Lings. This Zealot's going to die, but it looks like this Queen's going to die very quickly. And now these Zealots are able to clean some house here. We got 2 spines going down. And I don't think Inferno's paying attention, or he'd be focusing down those spines. We're getting some more Zealots coming in here. This third is going to fall, without a doubt. These spines are not going to live, even though we do have some more Lings coming up. Is there a Roach Warren? There is not. So the third is going to die. These Lings, kind of a late and bad investment, unless he gets them out of the... Yeah, there you go. He's going to get out. Is he going to counter at all? We do have a lot of Lings coming up. This Queen, where are you going, honey? Where are you heading, honey? I thought he was going to run away with the Lings. He actually did end up attacking. Now he's going to lose this Queen as well, probably. Oh, he's going to try and save this base. Here comes more Lings. He actually is going to save it. Wow. Way to go on the run. He gets double Queens. Ends up saving his hatcheries. He's going to try and... I guess it's going to regenerate eventually. But now, Inferno, a little bit... I mean, he's going to be behind. Let's check the income tab real quick here. He's a little bit behind in harvesters, but he did slow down. That's one thing that he did a really good job of, slowing down the droning, and he killed a lot of drones. Check out workers. Oh, I guess not that many. Only 2. I thought he did a lot more than that. Oh well. Oops. So, with all that though, Inferno is actually ahead, as you notice in the income tab. These indestructible rocks finally slowly being taken down. Not that slowly anymore, now that all these Lings are on them. And we have Inferno teching up, getting some Immortals, getting Colossus tech, getting his upgrade, +1. And, oh my goodness. This is Sentry tickling. I don't think I've ever seen a more appropriate use of the term tickling than a lone sentry on destructible rocks. My goodness. And Roaches out and Force 4 on the run. It looks like he is setting himself up for a large offensive here. He's getting himself together a good bit of Roaches and Lings. And we have, Gravitic Drive. War Prism is out with 2 Immortals. Gravitic Drive will be done by the time that War Prism gets over there. The question is, how is he going to back this up? Is he going to take some forces with him? Doesn't appear, though. It doesn't appear as though that's the case. And he needs to be careful. This Overlord will see him if he's not careful where he brings in that War Prism. And it looks like he is going to avoid the vision of the Overlord. Overseer coming out, look totally passing right between them. Let's see what he's going to do with this Warp Prism. It looks like he's going to go right for the hatchery, which is exactly what... Great idea. He's going to take it down really quick, going to get surrounded, and lifts off really quick with the Warp Prism. Immortals doing their job completely, totally wrecked that. But now we do have the macro hatch. Quick lifts, nothing that shoots up other than the Queen, and if he drops the Immortals, he can actually do a ton of damage. Yeah, is that 3 shots on a... That can't be 3 shots to take out a drone, is it? Queen slowly getting back. Inferno, man, making it work. Too many Lings, though. You don't want to let them surround you. Now, one question that's interesting is, does the Immortal shield replenish while it is inside. And it appears as though it does. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Or at least not all the way. And not having spores and not having a number of queens is actually doing on the run quite a disservice. The Warp Prism harass doing a great job and giving Inferno the time that he needs to keep on the run in his base so that he can get that third up and running and get his Colossus tech up. Oh, he wants to try and take that down again. Doing a pretty good job of keeping... Is he going to take... Oh, sentries. That's silly. That was kind of a waste of a warp. I wish you actually can't cancel units mid-warp, I don't think. Oh, is he going to lose? Oh, my goodness. Down to 10 HP. You got to get that out of here, man. Got to get it out of here. But he's doing a good job. Now, though, on the run, taking a fourth. And that is... never good news, but in the meantime, Inferno got himself up a pretty nice force here. He does have Colossus churning out here. Might not be a bad idea, although you usually don't see it on 3 bases, but for where he is and the money that he has pumped up here, it might not be a bad idea to get a second Robo. Although he's really not mining gas fast enough to utilize it. He is full on all of his... Oh, and here comes the Lings on the run, though he leaves his 4th base wide open. Let's see if this draws on the run back. Yep, he's going to come right back. You see on the minimap his forces flying back in here. But again, nothing here can shoot up, and he's just going to jump back. Oh, he does cancel. Oh, see, closing the Warp Prism is what canceled. Oh, no, but there's Corruptors out in the field, and now he has to be careful. One Immortal walking slowly away and not getting chased. I'm surprised. He should be chasing that down with Lings, but again, down to 10 HP, just loses the shield, and the Corruptors give up on the chase. That's why you need that Gravitic Drive for your Warp Prism if you're going to do Warp Prism harassment, because they can outrun the Corruptors. So we do have Infestors out for on the run, and this huge force of Lings and Roaches are going to be attacking. It looks like he wants to be aggressive here on the run, gathering his forces here in the middle of the map. 4th base going up for Inferno is on the run, even going to go in that direction. Doesn't appear as though he is, and there's not that many sentries here. That was a waste of a force field. We have 2 sentries full of energy, and not the best force fields. Fungal's out, 4 on the run. Corruptors doing a good job, and the second Colossus coming into the fight. Immortal's doing all kinds of damage on these Roaches, but the Corruptor's able to take down the Colossus very quickly. And it looks like, because that's a lot of food in Corruptors, I don't know if he could have done any less, really, because of the amount. Because he didn't know, basically didn't know how many Colossus there were. So on the run basically just lost a bunch of investment on those Corruptors because he had too many. Against 2 Colossus, you definitely don't need as many as he had. And with the Infestors that he had, he may not have needed any if he was able to bring the Infestors in and get more Fungals off. He probably could have, instead of all those Corruptors, could have made more Roaches and had just greater strength. Let's see. We are getting +3 on the... Oh, there was some... we missed some kind of warp in. It sounded like a DT dying. We do have... Where's that Dark Shrine? I know it's here. There's the Twilight Council. Where are you, Dark Shrine? Wow. I am confused. I thought for sure that I just heard a DT die. Like, for sure. Is he hiding it? I don't see it on the minimap. Observer, seeing everything. 5th base going down for on the run. And the Warp Prism does see it. Yep, he's going to see that. And he's going to warp in something. What's he going to warp in? Something. Nothing. Corruptor's going to kill this finally. Finally, the Warp Prism is going to die. But here comes Inferno. Lots of Stalkers and just a few Colossus. We do have Broodlords out on the field, though, already 4 on the run. And with the Infestor backup not being able to forestall the blink, it looks like Inferno is going to have to get out of dodge. Looks like he might actually lose a lot of these units, too. But it looks like on the run, not content to allow Inferno to leave. More Stalkers being warped in. They blink forward. Fungal Growth keeping these Stalkers at bay, but eventually all the Infestors die as well. I'm not sure if these trades are really going all that well for on the run. He's losing some really high value units. Although he did get to keep most of his Broodlords. I don't think he lost any of them from that last engagement. The Stalkers were just not able to get close enough because of the Fungals. And here comes base 5 for Inferno. Both players now 5 basing it. Food pretty even on the run with a slight advantage. We again check the income tab. We see that, wow, Inferno with a huge probe lead, and that means that on the run's army is significantly more powerful. Oh no, very bad blink for Inferno, losing a lot of Stalkers. And the Roach is trying to focus down some Colossus, but not going to work. And we do have +3 attack for the Stalkers and no armor. Upgrades for on the run. He looks like he has +2 Carapace here, but I'm trying to find some ground units. He doesn't appear to have many out right now. Oh boy. And he's making Infestors, which is fine. Yeah, he's +2 Carapace. His Observer sitting in the middle of all these Broodlords. So Inferno, you know, that's what he sees. Inferno, Infestor, which is okay, but you definitely need to have some kind of ground support, Roaches, and he doesn't really have the money. That's the problem. He's got the larva in spades, but he doesn't have the drones, and that's really the problem here. You know, he's down by about 20 drones, and for this many bases, he needs to at least have 20 more drones. And I think with Inferno, this offensive here by Inferno, he might actually... Oh, look at these Archons as well. Yeah, I think that on the run's in trouble. He probably doesn't even need the mothership that's coming. And just, again, taking out these drones on the run is just in trouble. He's just can't mine enough to make the army that he needs. Even though, and now Inferno's max 200-200. That last trade was really bad. Losing all those Roaches over here for on the run is, I believe, what really is going to be the game changer here. And he does have enough Archons for a nice toilet if he decides to engage that way. And he has so many Broodlords. 11 Broodlords. Probably would like to make more, but he doesn't have the money. He's got the gas, but he's just really low on minerals right now. He could probably make 2 more, but Stalker's blinking out. He's got a lot of Infestors too. He's going to have to be really fast. He probably does not have the micro to handle this army. He needs big Fungals. He needs to be able to But again, no ground forces is really going to hurt. He's got no tanking ground units, and he really needs some roaches. Even just like a dozen would be okay. Or lings, you know. But again, he doesn't have. Pardon me. He doesn't have the minerals to lock that down. Now getting +2 melee attack for the broodlings, and +3 carapace for the broodlings as well, because that's the only ground unit he has currently. Although I think if I were he, I would be using these minerals to get some of those, whether they be roaches or lings, just anything to tank some damage. I mean, whatever. If Inferno decides to Archon Toilet, there's really nothing that On the Run's going to be able to do, unless he surrounds the vortex with. Oh, he did! He got everything! Oh no! And of course now, all what you need to do as a Zerg player is surround it, not throw them all in there, but surround it with the infested Terrans so that they all stay clumped. And oh my goodness, that is so brutal. In blink the Stalkers, and holy crap, that was friggin' redonkadonk. What a stupid game. Oh man, most effective vortex ever indeed. Holy crap. How much food did he have? Holy friholies. I didn't look at the food prior to that engagement. Had to be close to 200, and man, he lost like 400. Oh, in fairness, On the Run would have lost without, I believe he would have lost without that, because he didn't have any ground, he didn't have any tank. Between the Archons and the Stalkers and the Colossus would have been enough to hold off the Broodlings, while the Stalkers blunk in and killed the Overlords, and the Archons would have killed everything else. My opinion, I could be wrong about that. I am not the smartest caster in the world, as we all know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that game. Yeah, if you would like to wow. If you'd like to have your game cast on NuubCast, please send your replay to noobcast@gmail.com. And see you when I see you.